Central to shopping is, of course, payment, and the digital payments landscape is evolving rapidly as consumers and merchants adopt more innovative modes of payment. Credit and debit cards replaced cash as an alternative decades ago, and mobile payment and wallet services are now gaining traction, supported by growing smartphone use, faster data rates, and greater internet penetration. Well, the following session is moderated by Talisa Kon, General Manager at F2 Capital. Let's please welcome Moti Arkustin, co-founder and CEO of SensePass, and Narv Hansen, board member and co-founder of the WOW Group.
Great, thank you very much. Hi everyone, great to be here. We have Moti on the line and Narv. So we don't have much time, so we can do this pretty quickly, I would say. We'll start with a quick introduction, and then Moti will take it away with a quick presentation. So about me, and F2, we are an early stage VC based in Tel Aviv, focusing on the seed stage startups, investing usually up to $4 million check size in deep tech companies, anything that's got to do with AI, big data, and connectivity. We've done several investments in the retail space, and we think it's an amazing market that we definitely want to focus on the next few years. Narv, if you can please give a quick intro about yourself.
Yes. Hello, guys. My name is Narve Hansen. I'm calling from Oslo, Norway. I've been in the financial sector for about 30 years, last 7 years more within the payments. And I like to comment that, you know, payments has always been a lot focused on technology like chip and pin, NFC, QR codes, and so on, until we saw, you know, the big change where companies like Uber suddenly came with a seamless payment solution. Companies like Stripe added solutions where you could actually include payments in any kind of payment solution and so on. So what I've seen is, you know, the interesting part here now and for the future is companies like SensePay and others that look at, you know, a platform that can facilitate better solutions and can look at more the complete picture for a customer, like all the other companies have been talking about. So I'm really happy to hear the presentation that's going to be happening now.
Perfect, thanks for that. So let's let Moti take it away.
Thank you, Tal, Narve, for the kind words. Very excited to speak here today. Maybe I'll start also with a quick intro before I tell you how SensePay will change the way you shop and pay at retailers and brick and mortar stores. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Moti. I'm the CEO and co-founder of SensePass. We are a startup company in the paytech space. SensePass was founded approximately 3 years ago. We are headquartered in Tel Aviv with a new office which just opened recently at the US. And so what we're trying to solve, we have seen in the last few years, as also the guys here mentioned, a significant involvement of new digital payment methods, e-wallets, and payment apps, which have gained a large acceptance with hundreds of millions of users, or even billions if you look at Asia. But currently, all of these applications are serving mainly P2P transactions, except maybe for PayPal, that obviously dominates the online. Yet all of these applications are very keen to find ways to go into the physical world and become accepted as a payment method on merchants, retailers, whether physical stores or e-commerce. Having said that, there are still many challenges that currently prevent this trend for happening. And let's start with the e-wallets, where the main challenge is how to connect their app with the merchant's point of sale or the website. So first of all, there's a technical challenge because they need to go eventually to each point of sale vendor or e-commerce website one by one and integrate with each of them separately. Since there are obviously thousands of different vendors and different versions out there, then this is definitely a huge pain. The second challenge is how to distribute. how to reach all the merchants and retailers across the market. And last is that some of the wallets would like to offer an alternative means of payments which are not necessarily based on cards. So a solution like NFC, EMV is not relevant in that case. If you look at the merchants and the retailers, then obviously they are looking to add new means of payments at the stores. They would like to reduce the processing cost of or the interchange they are currently paying the networks, either MasterCard, Visa, and so forth, to increase customer engagement and app usage, and of course, to improve the customer journey, especially at the last mile. And last, we have the consumer that they just want to be able to pay with the same app at any retail, any store, any e-commerce website with a seamless user experience. And that's exactly what we are doing at SensePay. We have developed a gateway which connects any mobile app or e-wallet with any merchant seamlessly across all channels. And by doing that, we manage to solve all of these pains. First of all, we provide a one-stop shop for the merchant and the e-wallet. Second, we have eliminated the need for integration. Our solution is totally agnostic to almost any point of sale hardware or software. Third, by enabling alternative payment methods, merchants will be able to reduce the interchange significantly or even remove it. Fourth, we offer advanced user experience of tap and pay, which we believe it's a mandatory requirement when going into Western markets and compete with a very seamless and simple experience of using a card. Fifth, we have created a marketplace of e-wallets that in one hand help those e-wallets with distribution to merchants, and on the other hand, allow merchant with accepting multiple wallets at their store that they can simply choose from this marketplace that we offer them. And last, using our patent cybersecurity technology, we are able to protect this ecosystem and eliminate any security issue or threat. Just in terms of traction, we currently have 5 wallets connected to our network with almost 20 partnerships with point of sales vendors as distribution channels. And we are already deployed on hundreds of merchants here in Israel, growing and expanding gradually as we speak. And that's our vision eventually, becoming the Stripe of the e-wallets. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Moti. Sounds like an amazing vision. As an end user, end customer, how do I get to use your product?
Great. So we want you as a consumer to continue to use the same app, the same wallet you're using on a daily basis. If you are a Venmo user, or Zelle or Square Cash, or even if it's Bit or Pepper, Paybox here in Israel, we want you to continue to use the same app you've been used to. So this is totally transparent for you as a consumer.
So you are actually integrating the apps that I am already using with different points of sale and enabling me to use my wallets in different shops that maybe before I couldn't.
Exactly. We do the one-time integration with each of these wallets. And once it's done, they are part of this network that we build, and it could be accepted at any retailer, any shop, and you can simply pay seamlessly in all of these retailers.
Understood. So if I have Google Pay or I use the Apple Wallet, what is actually the difference? Are you part of the value chain?
Okay, so first of all, we do not compete with any of these wallets. Second, we enable eventually payments by wallets that are not necessarily using a credit card behind the transaction, in opposed to Apple Pay or Google Pay, that you actually, even if it's digital, you are still paying with a credit card at the end of the day. While we can support both credit card-based transaction, but also many types of alternative means of payments.
Understood. Nob, question for you. So I think we are familiar with the customer experience in the United States. How does it work in Europe, and can this solution also be implemented in Europe?
Absolutely. I'm not 100% sure when you mentioned tap and pay, Monty, if that's contactless payments you're talking about, but this is definitely a solution that is very interesting in Europe. As we see today, there's a lot of wallets, different wallet types in many countries. In Norway, we've been actually going quite far. We have one major wallet owned by all the banks. And we also see that retail is taking up the competition as well, because they're very focused on the data they're sitting on. They want actually also to make sure they don't end up in a squeeze when it comes to costs. So they actually started their own solution. So you have one of the big chains called Coop, which actually has Coop Pay, where you have the wallet solution. You can do all the payments. You can pay yourself, self-service, and you can confirm with bank ID, and you can also check out without cashier. So it's quite good with receipts and everything, and they get all the loyalty and everything inside there. So those kind of solutions is definitely the right path to go.
Understood. Moti, how do you see the future of payments? I mean, you of course showed your vision. So how does SensePay actually is the part of the future in transforming the next stage of payments?
Yeah. We believe in the near future we'll see more and more adoption of digital payment methods and e-wallets, especially among Gen Z and millennials. We also believe that contactless will become a standard, and we'll see new technologies based on seamless user experience, face recognition, and so forth. One of the recent use cases we've built is the pay-by-face solution that was just being shown, presented on the previous session together with Appreciate. So we believe that this is where the market is heading to at the end of the day.
Perfect, thank you very much. I see we have to finish the session. Yes?
We actually have another minute if you want to just finish up.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to I'm going to do this quickly. Okay, Nob, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, give me one prediction for, I would say, what will the payments world look like in 2025?
Oh my God. Well, that was an easy question. Basically, I assume that there's a lot of things still going on just the same as today, but I think it will be more seamless. I think the focus will be much more on how, to help the customer through the whole journey. And the payment will, in a way, just disappear. The data will be used much better. The value proposition will be improved. And I think you will not see that much of the payment in the future.
Amazing. Thank you very much. So, Moti and Nob, it was great having you with us. Thank you for your time, and to all the guests. If you have any questions, more than welcome to send it in the Q&A or the chat, and they can reply with their contact details. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Moti Arkoçin from SensePass and Narve Hansen from the WOW Group for joining us. Well, Telsicon stays in as moderator as we go to our